All right, welcome back into the Newport This Week video podcast series. I'm Bill Bartholomew. Remember, you can find each and every episode of this series on the Newport This Week YouTube channel and also at newportthisweek.com. Today, a conversation that, look, the weather hopefully is going to be turning soon, and with that will come all the summer activities, including sport, and that includes the Newport Volley Club. I read from Newport This Week right now, following concerns of impacted operations at Easton's Beach last year, the Newport Volleyball Club and the city have reached an agreement for the club's upcoming tournament season. After meeting with the Parks and Recreation Department, which oversees the city's beaches, the two entities reached a set of solutions for the 2023 season that addresses both the concerns of the beach operations and the concerns of the club. That's according to club president Chris Carr, who joins us right now here on the podcast. Good morning, Chris.
Morning, Bill. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So take us through, it seems like there was some, I don't know how to phrase it, controversy. There was just some issues surrounding the tournament season and making things happen. Take us through that and how you got to where you are right now with the resolution.
Absolutely. So usually Newport Volleyball Club hosts about 6 tournaments on Easton's Beach every year. And they normally include anywhere between like 16 and 20 nets on various different weeks of the summer season. One of the big impacts that's hitting the Easton's Beach right now is a lot of attendance due to everybody not being able to get out during COVID. And now they're like, yeah, let's go out to the beach. So the beach is definitely quite a bit more crowded than it has been in the past. And it does impact the parking situation as well as beach operations, where the staff has to pay more attention to the parking and not as much attention out to other aspects of the operation of the beach. So what's happened here is Newport Volleyball Club, in discussion with Easton's Beach as well as the Parks and Rec Department, came to a conclusion of moving out with 9 tournaments instead of 6, but at a reduced size capacity for the tournaments, which will allow us to still be able to host the same number of nets over the course of a summer, but at a reduced size. And we also realigned ourselves to the tides of the beach so that our tournaments will be held on the lowest tide days possible across the entire season, leaving the maximum amount of beach available to beachgoers.
So at the end of the day, this was just really a conversation around practicality and space. I note from the same article here in Newport This Week, which you, the listener and viewer, should certainly check out in the paper and online. Players and club officials pay a flat fee to park at the beach, the same as any other beachgoer, and then the club pays a $1,500 fee annually to the city for the use of the beach for the league twice a week after 6 o'clock and the weekend tournaments. In addition to Newport, the club features leagues on Narragansett Town Beach during the week and indoor leagues at local and regional locations. So there's, I don't want to say a business model, but there's a business relationship. It's not humongous. You're not paying $15 million to use the beach, but there were some practical concerns, and it seems like you guys have, as 2 separate entities, worked this out, and everybody's kind of happy now.
We're all the Newport community for volleyball. Our Newport Volleyball Club is very much in a happier place than we started our conversation in around October. It's Easton's Beach is our home. And we've been operating there for almost 25 years, and the club's been operating for 39 years. So all in around Newport. And the tournament season actually is our biggest income stream. Around 75% of our income for the entire year comes from operations at the beach through our tournaments. And that's how we subsidize and maintain very low costs out to our leagues. And making sure all manner of peoples are able to join us and play in our leagues.
Talk about that 39-year history. That's pretty significant. What is the club? Are you semi-professional players? Can anybody join the club if they've played volleyball twice? How does it work?
So Newport Volleyball Club is our motto is by the players for the players. So from a business model standpoint, we are a elected board of individuals that at no cost and no pay basically run the entire business operations of Newport Volleyball Club. And we are a 501c3, but we operate as a nonprofit. So we are focused very much on making sure we make very little money over the course of the year to near zero and returning it all back to our players. And our players include beginner level players that have never touched a volleyball in their entire lives, all the way through semi-professional players. And our leagues offer those opportunities to those players across the entire spectrum of skill level. We're a very accepting and educational community. So like if you're someone who's never played volleyball, but you want to get out on the beach every week, like come on out, join us, and you'll get your opportunity to learn amongst some of the best players that are out there in New England. And even just have a good time and be sociable with your community out here in Newport.
Are the leagues co-ed, or how does that work?
Yeah, so the leagues are both co-ed, as well as we have some gender blind leagues that are co-ed, where you can bring an all guys team or all gals team and have a good time. And then we have the gender specific leagues as well. Mondays and Thursdays are out of Newport, Easton's Beach, and then Tuesdays and Wednesdays are out of Narragansett Beach. And we have all manner of opportunity, 5 divisions in every night, all play from beginner through semi-professional.
Such a cool, I mean, I remember this going back to like when I was growing up in South County and I had friends who played on the Narragansett. I'd go watch them play, and I was a terrible volleyball player. I don't know if terrible, but I certainly wasn't a semi-professional player. But it was an inclusive event. It was fun. It wasn't like, and I didn't feel like I had no business being there, as is the case sometimes with other sports leagues. You play in an amateur soccer league and you just signed up, you're ruining the day for other people sometimes. That's not the case with you guys?
That is not the case with us. We are out there to be sociable, have fun, and grow the sport of volleyball as best we can in our social communities that we have. And so we get messages all the time from folks from the Navy or folks moving out here to start their new lives or got a new job, and they're looking for help and integration into the volleyball community, and we help them find their way in. We align them to partners that would be great for them to play with, and if they identify their skill level, we'll match them with an appropriate other player that can teach them. Or if you already have a partner in mind, just sign up together and you're all set. So we are integrated in our community very well, and we're excited to have anybody join us. And I've made friends. I started in Newport Volleyball Club 9 years ago, and all of my friends stemmed from joining this club and learning about the Rhode Island community when I moved out here from California.
Very cool. Chris Carr, he's with the Newport Volleyball Club, the president. Tournament season starts on May 20th. Good luck to you, and glad things are heading in the right direction in terms of the relationship with the city.
Awesome. Thanks, Bill.
Yeah, my pleasure.